I know you were just sitting there thinking, when's he going to post another exercise video? Because I love doing these things. Hey, the point is to give you exercises that you can do and not hurt yourself while at the same time making you stronger at some point in the future. The only rule is we've got to do this stuff. And if you don't do anything but just play these old videos back and go through the motions with or without weights, with or without standing, most of the things I teach, you can adapt to do in a seated position. However, I would recommend that you use a really firm chair. A dining room table chair would probably work best. So, but always when you get ready to exercise, make sure you know for a fact that your doctor is okay with you doing exercise. That doctor can help you establish some personal limits, some precautions. Say like if you're a diabetic, if you have high blood pressure, if you have Meniere's disease, severe stability issues, balance problems, or maybe you've gone through a surgery and a recovery and you're just trying to get back on your feet. Ask the doctor, what is a safe limit for me? How many minutes? How intense exercise? Will this help me? Will this hurt me? And so I advise all my clients to do just that thing because I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on a soap opera either. So let's get into it today. I'm going to show you some things that are easy to do, yet something that'll make sure that months from now you'll be stronger than you are today. I always encourage you to be cautious. If you feel panicky, dizzy, unsteady, sick, do this tomorrow, okay? And we'll be friends tomorrow because you'll still be here. But if you're having chest pain or severe joint pain, severe back pain, a severe headache, whatever's troubling you, that's not the best time to exercise. We really want to be into this mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I say spiritually because when you start exercising and taking care of yourself, it's a spiritual boost. It lifts your spirit because when you get ready to go to bed at night, you can think, I'm doing something positive to take care of myself. That's why we're here, and that's why I do this. So important to me. Today I'm going to show you some easy isolation exercises, and I think we'll stay mostly seated today because I'm tired. Somebody asked me why do I talk so much in between the sets of exercises I do. It's not much. If we were in the gym working together and I had you on, say, a bench press or a rowing machine or something like that, I would ask you to do a certain exercise and then take a 1-minute break. Well, I'm not there with you. So if I stop exercising and start talking to you, I'm giving you that break. So just know that I'm on your side with this. All right. Always the rules are, if it hurts, don't do it. When you get fatigued, take a rest. Pick it up again in a few minutes. And you will get stronger, I promise. In other news today, while I went to the cardiologist the other day and got an EKG, that's kind of an annual perfunctory exam that I do because 15 years ago to 13 years ago, I was in congestive heart failure, and that's why I started seeing a cardiologist. You may find this hard to believe, but I am cured of congestive heart failure. I'm also cured of a liver problem. Both of my problems were caused by morbid obesity. I'm just going to lay that out there. I'm not morbidly obese anymore, but there was a time when I weighed close to 300 pounds, and today about 178, 179, somewhere right in there. So let's get busy. Enough talk. I'll give you a break in a minute. Just work with me. Today we're going to do an isolation exercise. Let me see where you can see me. There you go. I got one dumbbell, just one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this hand on, this is my left knee, and I'm going to bend over. Let me show you sideways. I'm going to bend over and I'm going to drop that weight right down between my legs, as close to my ankles as I can get it. But I want to use this elbow propped on this knee like this and do an isolation curl. We're going to do 10 of these. 1, slow. 2, slow. 3, down slow. 4, down slow. 5, down slow. 6, down slow. 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap arms. Same routine. I'm going to block my elbow on my inner thigh, and I'm going to drop the weight down. I almost disappear under the bill of my hat. That's good. Okay, here we go. And down, up, slow. Down, slow. Up, slow. Down, slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wasn't that so easy? Why do we do isolation exercises? Well, when I lock myself down, that forces the bulk of the exercise to be done by the bicep and the tricep, and to some extent, the grip muscles in our forearms. So it's a good exercise. This next exercise looks ridiculously simple. I'm going to turn this camera down a little bit because I'm going to get low. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and grab another weight, okay? These are 4 pounds. And I was thinking about what would be an important thing for me to tell you about how much weight to use. You know where you live. You know what you cook with. You know how heavy your laundry baskets are. And decide what's the heaviest thing that you normally have to lift from time to time. Cut that amount in half. Work out with that amount of weight. So if my vacuum cleaner weighs 14 pounds and I have to reach into the closet and pull it out, I am lifting 14 pounds using shoulders and arms. So working out with about 7 pounds on a regular basis would enable me to do that. Of course, everybody's different. This exercise looks ridiculous. I told you I was going to get down. I'm laying these weights out just past my knees, okay? You know, I almost need a swivel chair, but I'm going to lay these weights out here past my knees, and I'm going to break my wrist down. You see there? 2, curl up, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That was all about grip strength. Did you know that grip strength is a leading indicator of long life? It just makes sense. So picking things up, keeping these grips strong is a reflection of what's going on with the rest of the body. If you're strong in your grip, you're probably strong in your arms. If you're strong in your arms, you're probably strong in your shoulders. All right, I only want to do 3 exercises. If we have enough time left over, we'll do 4. So I'm going to take these weights, drop them down to my sides, and I'm going to, in one smooth move, 1, and put them back down. Notice I'm doing a rotation. Midway, push up. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. If I get the count wrong, I'm getting older now, so Just forgive me. Just forgive me. And we've got time for one more quick exercise. And I'm going to go sideways again so you can see what I'm doing. And duplicate this the best you can. I'm going to put these weights right out on my knees. And then I'm going to scoot my feet back to where they're almost under the edge of my chair. And then I'm going to lift up my knees using my calf muscles. Oh man, he's back on calves. You bet I am. 2 and 3 and 4. And slow it down. 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. What we've just done is not a complete workout. That's just a series of exercises. When this video is over, if you want to do it again, please do. Until you get fatigued or you start having any kind of pain or anything like that. I hope that you're hearing the heart of the message that I have for seniors. You are losing muscle mass with age. I am too. The only way we can hedge our bets against weakness, instability, lack of mobility, lack of balance is really through strength training. We keep the muscles strong, helps keep the bones strong. Keep the muscles strong, helps reduce blood sugar. Muscles take fuel, you know, so they need calories, they need to be fed. So strength training is the wave of the future. Notice not one time that I've done an exercise video with you have I done jumping jacks or running in place. Now, if we were in a regular class format, we might do some of that, not too much, not jumping jacks. We call them walking jacks, you know, so we just walk in place and, you know, do like that. But we don't want impact and we don't want high intensity cardio, not for this. This is not about cardiovascular health. For that, I want you to get a brisk walk in every day that you can. On that note, I'm out of here. I hope you're still enjoying the other content I produce, and I hope that you refer these exercise videos to a friend of yours. These exercises are really ideal for people 75 and older, but sometimes people younger have limitations, you know, and they could benefit from these exercises. In fact, I've got a daughter that would probably benefit from these exercises. So, you know, exercise is something we do for ourselves, not for other people. Wait a minute. Oh, yes, we do sometimes. If I stay healthy, I can be a good husband to her for a long, long time. See you next time.